Welcome back. So you saw that quiz game last video. Now I'm going to show you how to actually make it in Scratch. So first what you want to do is open a new Scratch project and gather your sprites. Or sprites you want to use. So if you don't know how to choose your sprites or your backdrop, over here to the right it says choose a sprite. You just click it, choose whatever sprite you want and just click it. And for the backdrop, you do the same thing. Click here and backdrop. I chose a shark in the ocean. So the first thing you want to do is get the when green flag clicked block. Alright. So this happens every time we click the green flag, the code is going to run. So now what you're going to do is we're going to go to looks and get the say block for blank seconds. And I'm going to type, welcome to Sharky's quiz game show. And let's say, it depends how many seconds, I'll put 4 seconds. Alright, so if you click it, it'll say, welcome to Sharky's quiz game show. But I want to make like an applause. So like they clap, basically, sounds. So I'm going to go here to the sounds category and get start sound. Not chomp. I'm going to go here and I'm going to move this real quick. Choose a sound, click that. And I want to do clapping. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And we're gonna select it here, start sound clapping. Let's see. And see, code is sequential order. It goes in sequential order. So first it's saying hello for like 4 seconds and then it's starting it. But I want to make it start clapping when you click the green flag. There you go, that works. Alright, now that we got that, let's start making our questions. So we're going to go to the control. And, well, before we go to the control, we're going to go to here and say 1. Or you can say first question or question 1 or like that. I'm just going to put 1 like that. So the first question, let's say, you can name simple questions, like what is 2 plus 2 plus 2, or you can say like, what is astronomy or something like that. This is your quiz game, you can do whatever you want with it. So, I'm gonna say, what is, or I'm gonna say, where do sharks typically live? And I'm going to say the answer choices. So parentheses A, I'm going to say on land. B, in bodies of water. C, in your house. And yeah, it's gonna keep extending like that. Or D, they don't exist. Alright, now once you type your question, and I just made a mistake. Here it says say, you want to click ask. So I'm just gonna get the ask block from the sensing, not the say. I'll show you the difference. It's just saying your question, but you want to actually ask it to the audience, and then they'll wait for you to answer it. Right now, it's just saying. So we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna put this to trash like that. There. Now let's see what happens if you click it. The green flag, welcome to Sharky's quiz game show. And see, it's asking you, it's saying, hey, type an answer. And now we're going to add conditionals to see whether you get it right or get it wrong and what happens. So we're going to go to control and get the if then else block. So if a certain condition is true, then it'll run this condition. If else, if the first is not true, then it'll run the second condition. So if we're going to go to operators and get the equal sign block here. I'm going to put it inside that hexagon shape like that. And now you want it to type the letter. So in here, obviously, where do sharks live? In bodies of water, of course. So I'm going to put if answer equals B. And keep in mind, if you type in lowercase b, it will be the exact same answer as typing in uppercase B. So that's kind of a neat thing. I'm going to go to sensing, and we're going to get if answer. So if answer equals B, then if that's the correct answer, then we're going to go here and say you are correct for, let's say, 1.5 seconds. If you don't answer B and you answer anything else like A, C, or D, then we want to say you are incorrect. You did not answer this question correctly. You did not answer you did not put the right answer. So you're incorrect for 1.5 seconds. Now let's see if that's true. Let's see what it runs. Let's say you put B. I want to make a sound. Let's make a sound so that when you get it correct, it'll say like a ding sound, and if you get it incorrect, it'll say something like that. So I'm going to go here and get the start sound blocked and put it right above the if answer equals B. I'm going to change clapping to, I'm going to go here, choose a sound. I'm going to search coin. I think that will be a good sound. And we're going to go here back to the code and select coin. Now, let's make an incorrect sound. And I'm going to say, go here, click record, click the X, and click choose a sound. Let's say bonk. Yeah, I think that'll be a good sound for that. And I'm going to select bonk here. Now, let's see. We run the code. Where do sharks typically live? If you say B, you are correct. And let's start it again. And if you say something like C, it will say you're incorrect. Now, you just got the first question. Now, if you want to answer another question right after that one, no matter if they get it right or wrong, we're going to get another ask block, which is in the sensing, and put it right below, not inside the if-then loop, but outside if-then else loop. Now, let's say, what was the largest shark to ever exist? A, let's say great white. Now we're just gonna type your answers here. B, basking. C, megalodon. Or D, cookie cutter shark. Alright. Now, I know the answer is megalodon. Oh, I spelled megalodon. And now, we're going to get another if-then-else block. And go to operators again. And get an if-then. And get the equal sign block. And put it inside the if-then. And now, type the letter of your answer. It doesn't matter if you answer uppercase or lowercase. I'm just going to go uppercase. The answer is C. And we're going to go back to sensing. And force get the answer block. If answer equals C, then I want to make it say the same exact sound. So I'm just going to copy this code here. And put it here. It's actually, when you click on the code, it actually runs the code. So I'm just gonna undo that. I'm gonna drag this one out, Control C, Control V, and put it here. Alright. Now you got your second question. Let's test it. Let's say I answer B. Yep, it's correct. And I'll ask you your second question. It's C. And later, I'm going to show you how to add a score. So that if you get it incorrect, you get 0 points. If you get correct, you get 1 point for each question. So, how do you do that? We're going to make a variable by going here to variables, clicking on it. I'm going to delete or rename my variable. So right click and click rename. And I'm going to change that to score. And click OK. Now your variable score. So the first thing you want to do is set your score to 0 every time you retry the quiz. So set score to 0 every time you attempt it. And every time you get it correct, you want to change your score by a certain amount. I'll do 1, but you can do like 2,000 if you really want to get that many points. So we're going to go right here, change score by whatever you want after each answer is equal to correct. Here as well. Now, let's see it. Let's see the product. Alright, if I answer it wrong, see, it won't give you a point. But if you answer right, you do get a point. Alright, now I'm going to go back to this presentation where you have some add-ons. Now, once you can add as much questions as you want. You just have to add this code one more time. But if you want, I'm just going to keep it as a 2-question quiz. And now let's see if you're done with the quiz. See here, it will say quiz completed. So I'm going to say, you completed the quiz. And now let's get an if then else block. So now we're going to say, if you answered all questions correct, then you say good job. If you get 1 or if you answer like not all correct, then it will say keep studying, and then so on. So I'm going to say, so if your score is equal to how many questions you have, then you get all of them right. So here I only did 2 questions, but you have to do it of how many questions you did. So if you did 25 questions, then you say if is score equals 25. So I'm going to go over to variables and get score and put it inside there. And I'm going to get another say block and put it here. So if your score is the highest you can possibly get, and you say you answered all questions correctly. And now let's get another if then else and put it inside the else section of the previous if then else. Now we got 3 conditionals. Actually, before we do that, put that one in there. So now, if you answer none of them correctly, so if your score is equal to 0, if you answer none of them correctly, then we'll say you at least attempted it. You answered all questions incorrect. You tried at least. And if you don't answer them all correct, and if you don't answer all of them wrong, then we're going to say, good job. Keep studying. We're not studying anything, but good job. Keep trying. Now, let's test it. Run this code. So, B. Alright. And if you get one wrong, incorrect. So your score is 1. You completed the quiz. Good job. Keep studying. Alright. Now, this is optional. But these two next steps are optional. But if you want to make the shark or whatever your animal dance after the quiz, then we're going to go here and get a forever loop. Okay? And if your sprite has multiple costumes, like this one, hammerhead shark and a great white shark, or so on, and we're going to go to looks and get the next costume block. However, let's run this. I'm just going to speed run this, okay? Alright, whoa, that's too fast. So I'm just going to go here to control, and wait 1 second. Let's change it to 0.5. You see, that's what's going to happen. I think that looks good. Now, this is also optional. If you don't want this next step, you can you're done with your quiz. However, if you want drum beats to be played the entire time, then we're going to go to 1 green flag clicked. Okay? And by the way, you click on the stage. See this stage here? You click on that. And you put this code here. So you're not clicking on the sprite, but the backdrop. We're going to go to forever. Now we're going to go to sounds and play sound. I'm going to change it. I'm going to say drum beats. Drum jams. I'm going to select that, go back to the code, and select that. Alright, now it plays drum jams, drum sounds for the entire quiz. And that's how you can make a simple quiz in Scratch. Thank you for watching. That was a tutorial on how to make a nice and simple quiz in Scratch. Thank you, and I hope you had a good day. Subscribe for more Scratch tutorials. Peace.